have helicopter less. And so you have this ongoing dispute. You need to be visiting the borders. Things need to be put in place. So we need to strengthen our national defense architect. There are several areas. You have the police, the soldier, the fire service, and all these things. And even as we looked at it, I recall a particular fire at Friendship on the East Bank that went on for weeks. And even as the fire went on, the fire service was unable to access the area. And I recall a resident saying, what happened? We're going to invest in some um, helicopters or planes or whatever is needed to fight fires from the air. These are things we need to see happening. And so we bring this motion, be it resolved, that the National Assembly calls on the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation to deploy special envoys to key institutions and countries of the world to explain the justness of our position and reject Venezuelan establishment of the illegal state of Guyana, Essequibo, and to re-emphasize our commitment to a peaceful resolution of the territorial controversy. Again, fellow Guyanese, it is important that we understand that we have a Ministry of Foreign Affairs, and Foreign Affairs is not just sitting behind desks. We have currently a whole lot of social media, a lot of posts being made, a lot of information being out there. Only this week I was in a session looking at security and the parliament, all of that. And you see the role of the media in these things. And so it is important that you not only let people hear what they hear out there in the media, but it is important that people hear from you directly. And so we're calling on the government of Guyana to have that. We say, be it resolved, further resolved, that this assembly calls on the government to take measures to curb the further influx of Venezuelan migrants into Essequibo in order to counter one of Venezuela's strategy to populate the Essequibo with Venezuelans in pursuit of its spurious claims to our territory. You know what's happening. Even as we have this ongoing, we have Venezuelans still crossing our borders in their numbers coming over, and there's nothing in place to deal with that. We do not know how accurate their information is when it comes to gathering data, putting data together, who's really monitoring, how are they monitoring. Every part of this country you go, in my constituency, you see Venezuelans set up, established, and they're there. So we want to know there's a register and all of that. So the steps need to be taken. That's basically. And so he calls on the Home Affairs to gather and share accurate information. And I want to read back this particular phrase: gather and share accurate information on the number, location, and citizenship status of Venezuelan migrants currently in Guyana, apart from the children of Guyanese who are entitled to become citizens of Guyana, and put a halt to the issuance of birth certificates and national IDs to Venezuelans. My fellow Guyanese, I'm quite sure this is not unreasonable, but we have to see steps taken to protect our territorial integrity when the possibility exists that you can have an influx of Venezuelans coming here all the time, keep coming. They're being issued source documents. And we have Guyanese who are having challenges to even get source documents. So these are things that we must pay attention to. And so the opposition, we're doing our part in educating, in standing up. You know, our territorial integrity is not for compromise in any way. And whatever we can do to help this process, we have to do it. And so we're waiting to see what will happen with this motion at the parliamentary level. It is important that we have these things documented and steps are taken so actions can be taken to help protect our country. It is absolutely important. And so, as the opposition, we're taking this motion to Parliament. We're looking forward for our parliamentary sitting, which is a private members' day, where we can have this particular motion being debated because it is important. A lot of people have questions about what really is happening with the Venezuelan issue in our country. And so we are doing our part to ensure that we put forward the necessary recommendations and so forth in helping to protect our territorial integrity. We await the courts, and as we await, we have to take steps to aid ourselves. I'm quite sure if you're paying attention to all that is happening around the world, you see people are taking steps. People always take steps to protect their country. And so we have an obligation to do the same in protecting our territorial integrity. So this morning, I encourage you to pay attention to what will happen in Parliament on Monday, and let's see how this will go down for our people. I must say I continue to interact with residents in my constituency. I'm privileged to be with them from time to time. And being there is absolutely important, where you give support, where you are able to reach out to your people, our people, and encourage them. Yesterday afternoon, I was in Kurukuru. I don't know if the operator can pull up a picture. The residents of Hillfoot that were removed in May, you would see that they're there. A lot of them have now gotten babies, and these are some of the children and a few persons who would have lived in Hillfoot. And I was happy to join my comrade Fortune yesterday. It was just a surprise I happened to be there. She was doing some distribution to the baby mothers to help them along, with the high cost of living, to help them along so that they can continue to survive and get by day. These people are still waiting for the lands that the government had promised to give them. Christmas is coming. A lot of them still not comfortable, just like the people at Plainview. They're just there sitting, they're just there waiting, and waiting to get assistance and help from the government. And so I have been interacting with these residents from time to time. We talk about how they are dealing with the very challenges they have. One of the things I can tell you is that when you visit with them and you listen to their concerns and you listen to their challenges that they're having from time to time, you can see how difficult it is for them to get by on a daily basis. So I know the Christmas season is around. Persons would want to give a little donation, take stuff to them. You can feel free to make contact with me and I'll link you up with them, where you can carry the little cheers and give to them and encourage them to let them know that, hey, persons here still look out for you, persons are still paying attention to you, and we want to see you comfortable for the holidays. This particular time, you have a lot of children at home, and they eat a lot at Christmas time, especially holidays. When the children are at home, they would have a lot that they would want to eat. They would want to share. These are things that you would see happening. And so I want to encourage you to keep these people in prayers, just like how we're praying for the families that are grieving at this time and mourning. Let us keep these people in prayers and continue to support them. A little goes a long way, I can tell you. A little goes a long way. Also, we see yesterday the big announcement by the government about this 6.5% increase in salaries. And under the coalition government, public servants in the 4 years enjoy a 77% salary increase. Now, these people, the PPPC administration is back. And look at what they're doing, 6.5%. When I heard this thing, I was shocked. I was like, these people are serious. And look at when they do the announcement. Look at the timing for the announcement. That people will be distracted and people won't understand what you're trying to do. Distractive politics. You do an announcement when people are in the middle of grief, people are distraught and paying attention to what's happening and all of that, and then you do this announcement. A slap in the public servant's face, a hard slap. Because when persons be looking for the little extra money, adequate money to enjoy for the holidays and to prepare for the new year and all of that, you barely have some pittance that is being thrown at us. And my recollection is that when the PPPC government was in office before, it was a 5% you used to get, right? You had no say, and things used to happen like that. And so we're paying attention to this. You will hear more from the public servants about that. You know, a lot of persons have reached out to me and asked, what are we doing about this? I saw a video this morning of a young man expressing his disgust at what was given or that thrown to the people, the public servants who work really hard to have the wheels of government spinning and our education system going and all of that, our healthcare system, and that is what they're given. So we're paying attention, and we have to keep fighting. We have to keep speaking out about these things. Now, you know, we have 6.5% increase, and a lot of people may not be able to enjoy some of the things that they would want to enjoy for the holidays. Also, we have a lot of people that would want to assist their families from overseas in helping them to have the kind of Christmas that they would have. A few months back, I had a guest that was sharing his vision and his dream of a business that he have here in Guyana that helps to connect our local people with their families overseas. So I want to invite this special guest this morning on my program to join me. I see he's not connected, but I'll have him on shortly. We're going to have a special guest who's going to share some ideas with us, even as we try to navigate, even as we try to make ends meet, as our people would say, you know, you have to stretch the dollar. It's Christmas time, so we are now, the government increase is teaching us how to stretch the dollar to meet the needs of your family, for you to have something for the holidays. You know, you'd want to have something special. I don't know if you've been walking in the market, what has been happening. And so I have my special guest this morning, Dr. Prosper. I want to welcome you to my program this morning.
Good morning, the Honorable Nima Flue, Bess. Can you hear me?
Yes, I'm hearing you, Doc. I was just talking to my constituents. You know, I try to give them something positive that they can rely on during the holidays. And I know we only got, if you're not aware, we only got a 6.5% increase in public servants' monies. And so persons will not be able to enjoy the kind of Christmas they would want to enjoy. And so could you tell us a little about the business? I know the last time we spoke about the business that you have, where we can link families overseas to their relatives here in helping them to have a good Christmas. So I give you a few minutes just to give us an overview of what people can expect.
So good morning again, Honorable MP Nima. Thank you for, so graciously extending this invitation to me yet another time. We really appreciate it. On behalf of Galling, we appreciate it. Okay, so the company is Galling. Galling is an amazing company, and credit goes to our CEO and founder, Mr. Marlon Watley, for just having the vision and having the level of commitment and dedication to bring this kind of opportunity, to bring this kind of technology, to bring this kind of convenience to the people of Guyana. Okay?
Okay.
For some of our viewers who might not have heard about Galling, Galling is spelled Gawlin. Okay?
Okay.
Now, Galling, in simple words, it's a very sophisticated and innovative technology company. It is a company that engages or uses local businesses, and it supports the local economy by connecting the customer, connecting the shoppers to the stores, and then to delivery service. And all this can be done just from the click of your finger. And I intentionally chose to conduct this interview from my bedroom, so I can actually do this from the comfort of my home, from the comfort of my living room, or the comfort of my bedroom, right? Now,
okay. Interesting.
now,
So the persons can actually sit any part of their home and conduct this business and share with their families.
yes, they can. And as you can see, I'm wearing my Galling shirt here with my Galling logo on the left side there. Okay. So allow me to just share a little bit more about what Galling is and what Galling does, right? Now, remember, from the comfort of anywhere, okay, even your backyard. Now, even as we're speaking, right here, right now, any of our listeners, any of our viewers, any of the members of the audience, okay, they can actually go to their smartphone, or they can go to whether it's an iPhone or whether it's an Android phone, they can go to any kind of phone. It's all compatible, okay? They can download the Galling app, okay? And that's spelled Gawlin, okay? Or they can even go to their computer, go to Galling.com, okay? And so they can utilize the service. Now, Galling is a technology company. It's not a delivery company. It's not a store. Galling itself does not own or sell any products. But what Galling does is, as a very sophisticated, innovative company and very advanced, okay, so what it does is it connects the shopper or the customer to the local businesses. Now, with the Galling app, if you go to the Galling website, you can actually purchase from any of the local grocery stores. You could purchase groceries from any of the local restaurants. You could purchase food items, even hardware items from hardware stores or pharmacy products, okay? And as I mentioned earlier, this can all be done right here in Guyana from the comfort and the safety of your own home. And I want you to think about the ease and think about the convenience of being at home and ordering from your device, your phone, and then having that item delivered right to your door, right to your front door within minutes, okay? And not only that, but just imagine the convenience of even having a family member or a relative or a loved one, someone overseas, right? And this is a very, very beautiful feature of Galling, okay? You can have someone overseas, whether it's in the United States or Canada or England, or quite frankly, anywhere in the world, they can actually go to their device and order an item for you from a store that's located in Guyana and have that item delivered to you within minutes from the store to your home in Guyana.
Beautiful. Okay? I love that. I love that. You know, I'm thinking here, like I said in my opening remarks, Guyanese are going through a hard time. We only got 6.5. The public servants only got 6.5% increase in their salaries. So a lot of us will be looking for the little extra that will come from overseas by our relatives. And I know at this time it's very busy at the shipping agencies to get barrels clear, to get your remittance and all of that. So I am happy that you're on this morning. So my viewers, those overseas who would like to send items that we can give to people, or they would want to send stuff to their families, that they can use the Galling app to do the shopping and send the items to the people. Now, before I let you go, I would like to know, What is it that they use to do the shopping? Do they shop with cash or do they shop with a card? Well, how was this used to do the shopping?
Thank you, Honorable Nima. And that's a beautiful question. And in the context of infection control and all of that, we do not engage. We do not use paper money. We do not use cash. They can use their bank card or they can use their credit card, and it works whether you're overseas or in Guyana. You can use that to place the order. Now, if you would just allow me, please, just to mention some of the new features that we have.
Yes,
okay?
Go right ahead.
Thank you. We have very recently updated and enhanced the Garland platform, okay? And so we've added gift cards, okay? So gift cards basically can be purchased, e-gift cards. It's online on the Garland platform, whether it's for birthdays or for Christmas or any special occasion, baby showers, weddings, whatever have you, you can purchase a gift card on behalf of a friend, a loved one, a family member. In addition to that, under our loyalty programs, we also have a product called Cash Wallet. Now, what the Cash Wallet is, it's simply like a virtual bank account, okay? So you can actually store credits there, store money there, and you can, whoever you give access to, you can give access to a loved one, a child, someone, one of your children, a friend, whomever you give access to can literally log on to the Garland website and use the Cash Wallet, the virtual bank account that you've provided for them, to make purchases from any of the stores on the Garland platform. And coming very, very soon, very soon, our stores will have coupons, okay, so that you can have discounted items at discounted prices on a lot of the products in the store. And finally, I want to say, because I'm so excited about all the new things that we're doing in Garland, okay, all the beautiful things we're doing. We've enhanced our platform and expanded our reach to include stores in the outskirts of Guyana. So our reach actually covers 90% of the population of Guyana. Even in Lethem, that's a region between
Region 9.
Guyana and Brazil, right? Stores will be up and running in Lethem in I would say less than 60 days. So for those of us who have friends, families, loved ones in Lethem, just expect by the end of January 2014 to see stores on the platform where you can go and purchase and have it delivered, or you can gift, you can do a lot of amazing things.
All right, thank you so much, Dr. Prosper. Quickly, could you tell my viewers where they can log in, where sites they can get access to Garland from?
Yes, so Garland is spelled Gawlin, and you can actually go download the app on your smartphone or your iPhone, okay? Download the app, or you can go to the Garland.com, www.garland.com, whether it's on your smartphone or your computer, and access the Garland platform, the Garland website that way.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you for sharing with us. I find I won't forget. I will have to take the same setting like you're having there, and have some of my relatives treat me for Christmas using this app. So we want to thank you so much for sharing with us as we continue to enjoy the holiday, and do enjoy the rest of your day.
You too. Thank you, Honorable MP Nima. Thank you so much for inviting me. God bless you. Thank you.
Thank you. And so to our viewers this morning, that's just another way of us linking to each other. You might have your relatives overseas that would want to send you something for Christmas. They didn't get to purchase the item, or you want to surprise your family here. That's a perfect opportunity for you to use the platform to surprise our people, your relatives. And so we continue to do what we have to do. And like I've said before, the 6.5% slap in the public servant's face that was given by this current PPPC administration is nothing in comparison to the 77% that public servants would have received in 4 years under the coalition government. I think people got sheer back pain when they heard that announcement on Friday. And like I said, it's distracting politics. You have all these things happening, and then you're announcing 6.5% increase for public servants on Friday. In closing this morning, I want to remind you that we are remembering our fallen soldiers. that would have lost their life while on duty. And so we remember them, the families